Hi everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I will be creating a card. Yes, I am going to make a card and it will be a process video. I am going to share the card and then I will create another one just like it shortly after. I will be using several of my diamond die dies along with some other dies that I have in my stash. I will also be using some stickles. I'm sure we all know what stickles are. I'll also be using some of this snow marker, which my dear sweet friend Rosa V, who's busy mom, sent to me. Love this stuff. Can't play enough with that. I tell you, I am so in love with that stuff. So let us get started. For this project, I used several of the diamond die dies. I used these two, and it comes in a trio set. I wanted to show you all three actually. Well, this is what the three of them look like. These are the pine trees. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous detail on these pine trees, and you'll see that on my card. And I also used this deer family, and it's the Deer Trio die set. And this can also be found on the Diemond Dies website along with all the other dies here. And just to share with you, she does carry the Build a Snowman die set. These are from last year, the snowflakes. Love the snowflakes. Oh my gosh. So many beautiful details. And we also have two different. We have the Christmas tree and the pine trees. Great, great, great dies. So those were the dies that I decided to use for today's card. I did not use any of the newer dies yet. I'm kind of taking turns working my way around all the dies, and depending on the type of card that I feel like making, is whether or not I will incorporate the newer, the older, or just the newer dies. For the most part, I'm trying to really utilize all the winter Christmas dies, and even some of the dies that are not winter or Christmas themed, incorporate them in my project. So anyhow, it is snowing in New York today. Not really snowing, more like very light flurries. And because of the flurries, I decided to go with a snow scene for the holidays. It just occurred to my daughters that there are many parts of the world where they never seen snow, and Christmas, does well there. They, of course, being born and raised in New York, feel that Christmas should have snow somehow. But hey, not everywhere in the world is there snow, right, guys? So, yeah, I know. Teenagers, it's all about them and their little box and their little world. So that's the card I am going to try to recreate today. And I am also going to use this die cut, which I really, really, really love. And I'll share that with you as well. So I hope you guys are all having a really great day. Like I said, I started with my cards quite early. And unfortunately, as early as I started, well, early for me, probably not for the rest of you guys, because I know a lot of yous started in July. Which I keep saying I'm going to do. And guys, believe me, I did about 5 cards in July, thanks to Becky. But for the most part, still wasn't enough time. I'm still running way behind on lots of stuff, actually. So I have here a dark blue A2 size, which is 5.5 by 4.25 size card base. To that, I am going to add this green, very, very, it's not even, it's like a very pale, pale, soft, very soft green. I will be cutting that down probably to 5.25 by 4. And then to that, I am going to add this little die cut square, which I have to color. I'm going to have to color that. And I wasn't too sure about what color I wanted my trees yet, so I just cut out quite a few of those. And this is the little die cut house. Now I did do this, I put this together off camera only because it did take me a lot of time due to the fact of how my hands are. I don't know if you can see that, but there's several layers to this. And then, of course, I also decided to do this in 2 different colors so I would have a different color roof. So I had to cut it out twice, then I had to emboss it, then I had to cut it apart and paper piece it together. But I really, really love the way that little house came out. And this die is a Marianne Designs die. It's called the Village House, in case you're interested in it. And I will be adding to that as well. And here are my little deers. I have a whole family that I cut out. And I love this deer. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful. Look at those antlers. Isn't he gorgeous? Yes, Laura, put it on a piece of paper that maybe they can see it. Haha. There we go. And I have some more little pine trees. Like I said, I just cut out a whole bunch of stuff. I will be making additional cards, which is why you see all the extras that I have out here. I have another little house here that I made in gold, but I think I will go with the darker house for this card. And instead of taking a piece of white cardstock and coloring it and putting it in the background, I have this little scrap piece of yellow paper that I had from a past project, and I think I'm just going to use this yellow piece to back the little house and make it look like it's all cozy and warm and glowing inside. So we'll get to that in a minute. This one I will probably use for the inside of my card. And then of course we have our little slopes. This one is pretty large and it is sparkly. We'll see if that's gonna work. No, I am not. I have yet. Oh, I see. You know what? I was gonna but you know what? I changed my mind. I am gonna do it. Excuse me, guys. I am going to flip to my messy mat, which is underneath, because I decided I was gonna do it off camera, but I changed my mind. I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted to use this paper or create my own background, and I just made up my mind for me. And please excuse my arms. I am going to do that instead. I am going to color it with you guys on camera, and I will be using my Faded Jeans, Tumble Glass, and Stormy Sky to color that in. And I am going to start with Tumbled Glass. Oopsies. Come on, Laura. Get the smoky gray off first. Okay, so we're going to start. And if you're new to this channel or to scrapbooking, I am using the Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I'm sure everyone else most certainly has heard of Tim Holtz Distress Inks. I just love them to pieces. I can't say enough great things about these inks. They're my favorite of all. They do react with water, and of course, if you want to know more about these gorgeous inks, just look them up on YouTube. You'll see hundreds and hundreds of tutorials. They're great for stamping. They're great for coloring. I've noticed most people do use them more for coloring than they actually do for stamping. But they're great for everything. There's not anything that I do not use these distress inks. They're great for watercoloring. I have a dear sweet friend, Becca, who used to use the inks, the refillable inks. She used to watercolor using those. She went to a class. I really like that. That was like really impressive. So first I laid out my tumbled glass, and then on top of that, on the top of the card where the night sky is going to be, I'm adding some faded jeans just to give it a little bit darker color. Now I am working in a circular motion, trying not to have any harsh lines. So I am going from the outside of my mat and working my way in, because I do have two different blending tools. I have the round one, which doesn't leave as many harsh lines, and then I have the square one, which really does leave harsh lines if you're not careful. It does. It leaves, and you can most definitely see the harsh lines. And then to this, I am going to add and create my own snowflake background. And I decided to make the snowflakes because, like I said, we woke up this morning and apparently we're having little snowflakes here in New York. Now the only thing, and I always forget to do this when I am working on my craft mat, is I do forget to clean the mat after, and then that's how I always get ink all over. It can be messy. Now on top of the faded jeans, I am adding some Stormy Sky. And I want to get the color a little bit darker on top. I'm not so much worried on the bottom because my little mountain slope will be covering that. See? And I don't know if you can see it getting darker. And of course, the more you work with it, the prettier the color gets. And I don't know about you guys, but I like it to look a little splotchy. I want it to look like a handmade card. I don't want it to look like a store-bought perfect card. To me, that beats the whole purpose. And I am a big fan of anything that's handmade or homemade. And so I hope that the people that I am sending, the people that know me would know that I'm sending them something either handmade, homemade, however you want to describe it. And therefore, they're going to know it's not going to be perfect all the time. So now I am going to use my Lawn Fawn Yeti ink, which I just discovered. And can I tell you guys, I love it. It's one of my favorite white inks out there. Yes, I have tried several. And this one is definitely by far one of my favorites. It's nice and thick and rich. Oh, and for the star background, the little snows, and I love this particular background stamp because it has not only this different little sizes of snowflakes, as you can see there, we have small, medium, and large little circles, but they also have a lot of pretty little stars, which I love. I love my stars. Don't know why, I just do. So I'm going to get a stamp block out, and I am going to put my stamp. Please excuse the fingers. As you can see, they already have lots of blue ink on them from coloring that sky up. And then I just add my, oh, I love this ink. Oh, so pretty. So nice and thick and pretty. So I'll just line it up. And because this is about 6 inches long across. It fits right over the little cutout that I have here perfectly. Ah, so pretty! I love it. Can you see that, guys? Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. And I'm gonna do one more, even though I'm pretty sure the bottom will be covered, but I love it so much I just want to keep playing with it, so I'm gonna do another layer. And also, just in case the mat does run a little bit shorter, I want to make sure I have an even amount of snowflakes all over and around the house and reindeers. There we go. See that? I love this stuff. I just love this ink. Alrighty, so let me clean my mat real quick. I always have a little spray bottle of just plain water, and it helps with the stamps as well. I usually do have my little wipies next to me, but I have so much Christmas stuff all over the place that they're kind of buried right now. So for the moment, I'll just clean this here with my spray and my little paper towel. I just want to make sure I have most of this stuff off. That's good enough. That's good enough until I can get it over to the sink, which I will do in a little bit. So next, now I have to put the little house and the hill, and I have to get my 3-dimensional tape. I don't know, I think this might be a little too big, so I am going to cut some of this off because I just have a feeling it's too big. I don't want, I should put it this way. Yep, much better. Alrighty. Alright. So now we have the little house, and we have our foam tape and the glue. So what I would like to do is put the house, I'm going to need the glue for this. I'm going to take the house and the parts that are not cut out, I'm going to use the glue with my fine line tip here. And guys, if you haven't purchased one of these fine line tips, oh my goodness, especially for those of you that love dies and love paper piecing and love intricate die cuts. This is excellent stuff. I don't know how I survived without it. Of course, now that I have it, don't know how I managed without it. And I'm kind of silly. I don't know why I put glue on the top, because actually I only need it for the bottom piece. So I'm just going to rub this glue in. And I love this liquid glue, but it does take a few moments for it to stick on, as opposed to the ATG glue. And I wanted to thank my sweet, sweet dear friend Becky for sending me some ATG through the mail. I had an ATG tape crisis, and she was so sweet to send me a package. I got the tape, Becky. Thank you so much, honey. You are the sweetest, sweetest ever. Thank you, my love. So I am able to continue making all these little projects. And guys, I have so many little boxes I made to share with you. Oh my goodness. This year I was off at a better start. Thought I was making great time, and still I am running way behind. Yes, I know. I think I need 10 Lauras. I have too many ideas in my head and not enough time to do them. Yeah. So now I am going. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh me, oh my. Don't know where I put it. That's okay. Now I am going to take my Tim Holtz scissors because they are non-stick, and I'm going to put some of this. Wait, first I'll put it on here. I'm going to put it along the hillside, the snowy hillside. I will put it on the bottom here. I will put some more here. I am not going to put any on the top yet, only because I will be tucking in the house and the pine trees, and I don't want it to stop it from being tucked in because I have the tape all along the edge. So when I put tape on like a hillside or something that I'm going to be adding layers to, I always do it on the very, very bottom edge. I don't do it on the top edge. I don't put tape along the side of the top edge, because if I'm layering like so, and I have to tuck this little house in, sometimes that tape will stop it from going down any further. And depending on the height of the card and the height of this, because sometimes even this I have to trim off, I don't want it to get completely covered, and I want it to fit in the card. So I always give myself at least 1/4 of an inch, if not more, on the back, just to finagle my little home and the trees and everything else that I'm going to put on here. So, and another thing I like to do, sometimes I'll just play and I'll have several different colored houses. I mean trees. Houses. I have different colored trees just to see, I wonder if this one looks good. I wonder if this one looks good. Until I'm happy with the color scheme, I'm happy with the houses, and then I'll start thinking about gluing them down so and so, so and so. Now, for the other card, I used the mama and the baby. And I kind of felt bad because I left Papa out. So I think for this card, I'm going to have Papa on there. He might be on there by himself because there isn't a lot of room on this card. So we shall see what we're going to do about that in a second. Let me just pull down the house. And for this, I will be using my HED tape. Oh, great. I ran out. Ha! Huh, that's funny. That was funny. So let me get this one out and put a new one in real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. So while I am refilling my ATG gun, let me share some information with you about Diamond Dies. We have a monthly Make It with Diamond Dies giveaway. And that's done, like I said, every month. And basically what that is you can make any project you like, and I do mean anything, whether it's an HETG card or a regular card. If you make one and you put your project, a picture of your project, either on video on the YouTube channel for Diamond Dies, or if you post a picture on the Diamond Dies Facebook page, you will qualify for a gift certificate towards Diamond Die Dies, or rather towards the Diamond Die store to, of course, get some more dies. We also have our monthly card swap, which is a secret card swap. It's one of my favorite card swaps ever, because it's almost like a secret Santa, but with cards, and it's all year, guys. And basically what it is you're going to get a partner. It's a secret. You're going to create a card, either 4x4 or larger. On the card, you have to use at least one Diamond die. And then after you use, and of course you can use more than one, you can use several, but you are required to use at least one Diamond die on your project. Then everyone mails out their cards to their partners. Now, who didn't see that happening? I forgot the little stopper. And then you mail out your cards to your partners, and then you do what is called a reveal. Once everybody has their cards. Okay, why is it doing this? Did I do it the wrong way? Holy bejesus, I've never had this many problems. Okay, here we go. Yes, so like I was saying, you make whatever you want. Oh, for the card swap, I'm sorry. You mail it out, and then the day of the reveal, everybody shares their cards, and then you get to see who your card went to, who your partners were. I love it. It's one of my favorite swaps ever. Of course, we do ask that you leave the card blank, or try to, so that that person can then use it in whichever way they want to. So this is what we have so far. I have the little hill that I glued on, and of course I have to trim that off. And it is dimensional. And now I'm going to put my little trees on. Oh, one step that I did forget, guys, that I usually try to do is I try to glue my card base all together before I put it on my card. Let me just trim this down. And I hope I didn't trim it down too much. I think I might have. I hope not. Nope, perfect. Yay! So let me get some glue on here. Save myself some time and some headaches. Jiminy crickets, what the heck is going on with this? You know, I am losing my last little nerve on this. What is going on? And of course my sleeves are coming down as well. Let me see if this will help my situation a little bit more. Oh, Heavenly Father. No, I really chunked it up. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Never ever did I have problems loading this gun. Yeah, it's not. You know what? I will fix this later. I cannot deal with that right now. What to do? And I am going to take, where is it, where is it, where is it? This glue really put me in a nice little pickle. All right, well, I have some glue on it, not a lot. So I'm gonna finish adding some wet glue to the quarters just to hold it in place until I can fix my gun, because I really don't know what's going on with that. And these are the kind of happy little things that happen on camera, right guys? Okay, so I have my green layer on my card. Got the background down, the house is down, the hill is down. Now we just have to get the little trees on there. Now, for the most part, on most projects, I do distress. But I don't know why I just didn't with these cards. A good majority of the cards, I did not use my distress inks to distress the edges. I just left everything pretty, it's what I call clean cut. I left everything clean cut, no distress inks on any of the card edges or the die cut edges, which I usually do. I just didn't feel like doing it this time. No particular reason why. Another thing that I usually do, for the most part, is I usually have everything in groups of 3s. For the other card, I did not. I only put 2 trees. But for this one, I'm going to put another tree down just because I want to. And I'm going to tuck that one behind a little bit. Make it look a little bit smaller. And right next to the house. There we go. And now for Papa Deer. Now, Papa Deer, I can either have them on top of the bank on the outside like so, which means I'm going to have to add some foam to him and then glue down his little antlers so they don't stick out and get caught on anything. Yep, I'll do that. Take a little piece of foam here, put it on his back, get some glue on his antlers and his ears and his little head and his feet. Now imagine if I didn't have this tip, how hard it would be to get the glue on those legs. Can you see how tiny and thin they are? Yeah. Let me just peel the tape off of this. And we'll put him right here. Now, because the ground is glitter glue and because I used wet glue, I think I'm going to have to hold it down for a few seconds. There we go. I am going to get my block to hold this down in the meantime for a few seconds with my little glue pad still on there. My little background still there. Alrighty, and now we come with our glitter pen and our snow pen. And if you guys have not seen these before, I never seen this particular one until Rosa sent it to me. It's a snow marker and it's by Marvy. And watch this, guys. I think this is my favorite part of making this card, to be quite honest. I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna, no particular rhyme or reason, I'm just gonna go on top of the trees. Now you will have to excuse me because I am gonna have to put my heating tool to this, which is gonna make a little bit of noise, but I have to I have to do this on camera at least once just to share this with you guys. And I know it might be a little late for some of you to pick this up now in time for your card making, because this will probably be a few days before Christmas if this goes up. But hey, there's always next year. And guess what, guys? I was telling this to one of my friends on Facebook. What about winter cards? We always send happy mail, and you know, sometimes our friends are not feeling well. We can always make happy winter or warm wishes cards or get well soon cards, happy anniversary cards in the winter theme. I have a friend that did get married in the winter, so yeah, don't give up just because Christmas came and went. Now watch this. Watch the magic of the puffiness. Oh my gosh, do you see that? Isn't that cool? Just love this stuff. I'm like a little 5-year-old. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Ha! I love it. So now I will come in with my stickles. And we're almost done, guys. If you've been hanging in there this whole time, oh, God bless you. I know. It's... Come down, glue. Come down. Hold on, guys. Also, I need my white gel pen. Here we go. I want to put a few little dots on the little deer's body. On his back and on his tail. Give him a little bit of something something. Make a little pokey on his ears. Some little dots. And underneath his belly. There we go. Just a few, not too many. And now the glitter part. This is a brand new bottle, and the whole... I'm so sorry about that knocking, guys. I just needed to bring it down because it's a brand new bottle. I just got this. I just needed some help to get it out. So yes, guys, go on over to the DIemond DIes Facebook page to join all the little activities that are going on. There's also secret hidden giveaways that Dee is now doing just for people that are leaving comments or liking projects. So you don't want to miss out on that either. Plus, it's nice to see with all the designers and the other members are posting pictures of their projects. It's nice to see what they're all doing. It's a great way to gain inspiration. Sometimes I'll look at one project and I actually get inspired for something else totally different. It has nothing to do with what I'm looking at. Sometimes you just want that little extra help. Okay, so as you can see, it's all done. Now all I have to do is glue this to my card base, which of course I would be doing with the HEG tape now. It is driving me a little crazy because I really could use the help of this tape right about now. And I don't know why the glue is not... It's the glue. It's not even the tape. It's the glue. It's not coming off. I don't know why. I think I might have this upside down actually. Let's try this again. Yep. Alrighty, Laura. Don't tell anyone. Okie dokie. Wasn't the tape. User error. I am not surprised. Dingy, 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 dingy. I am so sorry, guys. Like I said, I sometimes do get nervous still to this day making videos, and I get quite tongue-tied. I get nervous. I make little silly accidents, and as one of my friends told me, girl, you're not the only one. There are many of us still like that. So, yay, I fixed it. Of course, now my stickles will probably be all smushed on the other side, of course. And that just adds to more charm in the card. Hopefully, yeah, great. Swipe that down. There we go. And now I am going to position the card onto the card base without touching all the stickles. Voila! Yay! Now this card in particular for me is going to be a happy winter card. And so I am not going to stamp a Merry Christmas on the inside because I already made one that says Merry Christmas. I actually made two, so I'm going to leave this one. I have my dad's birthday is coming up in January, and I also have a son whose birthday is in January, and I think this might make a nice birthday card. If not, like I said, it can always be a happy winter card. So I'm going to finish this one off camera, and because I am 40 minutes into my video already, I am going to stop here. I hope this has inspired you guys, or anyone who is interested in purchasing any of these gorgeous little diamond dies. Like I said, I'm using them right now for winter, but the deer and the pine trees, if you have a love for masculine cards, great dies for those masculine cards. If you have an outdoorsman, great dies for those. Anyone who loves the great outdoors, you can make some wonderful, wonderful night scenes with these pine trees. With the deer, you get the whole entire deer family, and you can cut these guys out any color you want. There's just so many possibilities. You can create camp scenes, nature scenes, night scenes with the sun coming down and just a little deer in the background. Amazing, amazing stuff. So guys, that's it for me. I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I will have my information for my coupon code along with all the other Diamond Dice information in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. I think I may have said that already. Yeah, I'm tired. It's time to say bye-bye.